Hey guys, this is Jenny and welcome to our third video in this series. We're talking about ways that we can protect our Westwood kids. And today we're going to spend just a couple of minutes reminding ourselves of some of the church-wide policies that we have and some things that we do throughout our ministries to help keep our kids and keep you as volunteers safe. And the number one deal is our big emphasis on having 2 volunteers in a room. Now, you know this doesn't always happen 100% of the time like we want it to, but our desire and our number one goal is to make sure that we have 2 grown-ups in a room at a time. And here's the reason why. I know some of you are teachers, or some of you have an education background, and you could handle 50 kids in a room by yourself, but that's not really the issue. The issue is if you're in a classroom and you are the only adult in there, and let's say crazy little Johnny comes out and tells mom and dad that Miss so-and-so did this to me, that you won't have another adult to back you up, and that's very dangerous. According to our policies, according to our Child Protection First policies, even a husband and a wife count as one adult. And the reason for that is if it ended up something that was in the court of law, a husband can't really defend the wife can't really defend the husband, and anybody believe them. So it's for the kids' safety. We want to make sure all adults have accountability so that our kids are safe, but it also helps you as a volunteer against any kind of false accusations or misunderstood accusations that could come along. That's a terrible thing to think about, but we want to make sure that everybody on all sides is protected. So the other part of that is all of our doors either have view windows or they're the half doors like they are in preschool, and so that there's always a way for people to look into the classroom. If you only have, especially in the elementary hall, if you only have one person in there for whatever reason, somebody stepped out or somebody is sick or it's just one of those days where we're shorthanded, we need you to leave that door wide open, because we always, on all of our hallways, have lots of directors and staff who are wandering to help meet needs and to solve problems. And that way you have that level of accountability, as you always have somebody looking in. So our first goal is to have at least 2 adults, if not 3, in every classroom. Our second goal is to always have those windows and those doors, and always have people in the halls who can be there at a moment's notice and who can look in at any time. All that just adds more layers of safety. Along the lines of those windows in the doorway, we prefer that those not ever be covered up. Sometimes they may have to be for elementary, for something that y'all have to do that darkens the room or whatever, but never ever be in that room alone with children if that window is covered. That just can't be an option. We need people to be able to look in at any time. The other big deal is bathroom and diapering issues. We have changing tables or changing areas on the counters in the preschool rooms. That is our first preference for you to use. If you need to use the changing tables that are in the bathrooms in between rooms, just make sure that you leave the doors open. And I know that gets hard because you have little people trying to come in, but you don't want to enclose yourself in a spot doing diapers, changing diapers where nobody else can see you. The other deal is bathrooms. You can't ever go into a bathroom and close the door with a child by yourself. That just doesn't look safe for you or for that child. I know especially our little ones who are potty training, we've just got to do our very best. Maybe stand in the door and help them get their little pants unbuttoned, and then help them get on and off. But stand with a foot out the door, stand in the crack of the door. And that's not going to be a perfect solution. They may need more help than that, but we just can't put ourselves or put the children in the position of being in a closed off place with them by themselves. On the elementary hall or with elementary kids, it's best for you to stand outside the bathroom. If you need to stick your head in and just say, hey, everybody come on, or make sure there's no horseplay going on, that's fine too. But it's to be above reproach, we need to not be in the restroom with them. Alright, so those are just a few of the things that we do in kids ministry. So just remember that. The number one big rule is just make sure that you are never alone with a child, whether it's in a bathroom, whether it's in a classroom, whether it's on the elevator. You don't ever want to be in a situation where you're the only adult, especially just you and another child. Thank you so much. Thank you for loving our kids and taking the time to watch these. Bye-bye.